Speaker, when I was a member of the government, I had the privilege of chairing the Alberta Crime Reduction and Safer Communities Task Force. One of the key principles behind this task force was putting a top priority on children, youth, families and communities. And the first recommendation, Mr. Speaker, the very first recommendation was to increase the number of treatment beds for alcoholism, drug addiction, and dual diagnosis of both mental illness and drug addiction. My questions are to the Minister of Employment and Immigration. Since the Premier has agreed to implement all of the recommendations from the Safer Communities Task Force, why are you limiting the addiction treatment room and board fees to only 6 weeks?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, this member is speculating what I may be doing. I have not indicated that we will or will not be eliminating. However, Mr. Speaker, I am in consultation with our Minister of Health, and we want to make sure that Albertans who require this treatment will receive it. But keep in mind, Mr. Speaker, that this ministry only pays for room and board in treatment centres, not for the actual medical treatment of addictions.
The Honourable Member.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, the Minister doesn't understand that addiction treatment takes months to help someone, not a few weeks. What is the Minister doing to resolve the funding questions, as he alluded to, between his department and Alberta Health and Wellness?
The Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, this minister understands it very well, but this minister also understands, and I find it surprising that a member of that particular political party wouldn't, that I have to live within the parameters of my budget. And it sounds like it's a spending day on the other side. Mr. Speaker, we are proud in supporting Albertans who need help, and we are paying for their room and board in residential rehabilitation facilities. But obviously, there has to be a limit on how long an individual can stay in a rehab center.
The Honourable Member.
Mr. Speaker, it's not about spending, it's about doing what is right for the people of this province. Since people suffer from addictions need structure and certainty, when will this minister give their agencies and clients the funding they need?
Guys, wants and needs. Can you do it?
Honourable Minister.
Well, Mr. Speaker, spending is spending is spending. When they're asking to spend is doing the right thing. When I'm spending, they're saying we're spending too much or spending like drunken sailors. Mr. Speaker, we are committed to supporting Albertans who are recovering from addictions. We are paying their room and board. Obviously, there has to be some form of cap on how long a person can stay in a rehabilitation facility, and I will be working with Minister of Health to make sure that the limit is adequate for individuals to recover and become productive members of our society.